Today I'm gonna deep dive into this 4-channel camera to see if it's worth it or not. I'm gonna go ahead and do an unboxing, and then I'm going to run through the menu. It's very nicely packaged. Got very nice foam padding here. And you have the dash cam right here. I'm gonna take that off, and the screen is pretty nice. It's pretty clear. And we have physical button here: power, left, menu, right, okay, and your microphone is right here. On the front, this is a mounting sticky pad right here. You got your forward-facing camera, and you got the 2 side cameras here that can rotate and rotate this way as well. So that is pretty good. So I'm going to put that to the side and continue on with the unboxing. Now you have all of the necessary wires to get you started. This is the rear camera, and then you have the power cigarette lighter, and then they also give you this very nice hardwire kit. I see here 1 style of fuse here. I hope they give us a couple of different style of fuses, because different cars use different fuses. So we have a manual in here along with a pry tool. So I'm going to quickly just kind of plug that in to the line up here. And then they do give you a SD card as well. 128 gigabyte SD card, which is a lot better than some of the other ones where they only include a 64 gigabyte, which only provides maybe like 2 hours of footage. But this 128 should provide significantly much more record time. We'll just go in here. So I'm going to turn that on. There it is. Okay, and we're going to go through the menu here. Okay, we're going to go with English. The SD card is not formatted. Just not me. Do you want to format it now? Yes. So we're going to format the SD card so that we can make use of it. All right, so after it formats, as long as you get power in here, it'll automatically start recording. So you have your right facing camera there, your left facing camera there, your front facing camera here, and your rear camera, which is this one down here, as you can see. I'm going to stop recording, and we're going to go into the menu. We have, these are all 1080p. So let's go down. You can have them all at 1080p, or you can have the front at 1440, and then the sides at 720, and the rear at 1080. So it's up to you, whichever you want to do. I'm just going to leave them all at 1080p. And recording time, typically what I like is 3 minutes. So I'm going to set it to 3 minutes per footage. So every time it records 3 minutes, then it's going to stop it and then continue recording another 3 minutes. And it's just going to keep recording every 3-minute interval. And then when you start running out of memory storage, then it'll start deleting the older video footage. Okay, video sound is open. Mirror for rear lens. I'm not sure what that is. Mirror for left and right lens. A screensaver, we're going to put that to off. And preview mode is split screen. You can just choose it to the front, the rear, or the split screen, which is that 4 screen. The volume, we'll keep that middle. And then the right, infrared light. Now this is important because you want to set that to automatic so that when it's nighttime, then it can automatically change to night mode. Gravity sensing, you can have it the sensitivity of like when you go over a bump or when you get into a collision, you can set that sensitivity right here. Language, we'll keep it at English. Time settings, you want to set your time and date accordingly. I'll do that later. Now format will format your SD card again. We don't need to do that. And restore factory settings will restore everything to factory default. And your Wi-Fi, now this is important. When you go into your Wi-Fi, it's going to give you a QR code. What you do is you scan this QR code, and then you will be able to download the app. And then right here, it'll give you a Wi-Fi password and the Wi-Fi identity right here on screen. You use your phone to scan this QR code. Again, it'll take you to download the app, and then you sign up that way so that you can view this camera through your phone. That is pretty much there is to this dash cam. I'm going to go back. And as soon as I go back to the screen here, it starts recording. So that's what I really like about these cameras, is that as soon as it gets power, you don't need to press record, it just automatically records and you don't need to think about it. One thing to note is that you do always want to have your audio turned on, your microphone turned on, so that if you get into an accident, if there's a hit and run or anything like that, if your camera did not capture their license plate, you can always speak their license plate into the camera. So that way, you have that information for use in the future. So that's it. I'm going to install this onto the camera, onto the car, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So here it is in the car. It is a pretty small dash cam, so it doesn't really block my view of the road. One thing to note is that you'll want to use the clear sticky film on the windshield first and then mount your camera on that instead of directly onto the windshield. Now you may see that the footage on the tiny screen looks very wide, but don't worry, it's just cropped in the screen. The actual recorded footage has more upper and lower space. So you'll see what I mean when you see the actual recorded footage. And here is the actual footage. So to me, the most single important thing about a dash cam is the video quality. Is it sharp? Is it smooth? Does it capture enough details in the shadows and highlights? Does it record at least 24 frames per second? Does it record at least 1080p? Does the microphone capture good audio? And the answer to all of these questions are a solid yes. Yes, it does all of these pretty well. Not extremely good like a DSLR or action camera, but good enough to use as a dash cam. And here is the front right video. I'll let that run for a little bit so you can have an idea of the quality, and then I'm going to just let the front left and rear videos run without my voiceover. Okay, this is an audio test of this dash cam microphone. So yeah, that's pretty much there is to it. I'm pretty amazed that for such an affordable price, you can get a pretty good 4-channel dash cam. The quality is very good for the price point, and I would highly recommend it if you're looking for your first dash cam for your car.